Gentlemen, let me tell you a story. It's a story about a man named Henry, and how it's a story about how a single silent decision destroyed his respect, his peace, and his home. You see, Henry's wife, she used to give him hell. Constant arguments, coldness, and contempt. He once sat across me in a small coffee joint in Nairobi's central business district. He sat there with his shoulders slouched, his eyes glazed like he had not slept in days. He asked me, "Bro, what do I do?" And I'll be honest with you guys, I was at the time new to this red pill thing. But even then, I knew one truth. And that is that relationships are reflective, at least most of the time. Relationships mirror who you are on the inside. I didn't need to meet his wife to know what the problem was, because the problem was sitting right in front of me. Henry had no frame. He had no mission. He had no masculine center, no confidence, no status. His belly hung over his belt. His handshake was weak. And his life, it was entirely reactive. I told him, "Brother, fix your money, fix your body, fix your mind, become your mental point of origin." We know that the mental point of origin is a foundation of masculine for sovereignty. It is the idea that a man must make himself the primary driver of his life, not his woman, not his job, and not the society. But Henry didn't listen. He drowned his frustration in cheap beer and football matches. He became a spectator, not just in sports, but in his own life. And that is when his wife did what women always do when men have lost their edge. She began to despise him. Now, this is something that most men don't understand. Women don't just dislike weak men. They are biologically repulsed by them. Evolutionary psychology explained this very clearly in David Bass's book. In Evolution of Desire, David Bass explains that women evolved as gatekeepers of sexual selection. They are wired to reject weakness to ensure the genetic survival of strength and competence. And it's almost not personal. They just want the best genes. They actually don't even care whose genes they are. And so when a woman senses weakness, something primal inside her switches off. Respect dies, desire dies, and in its place grows contempt. So, like many men who are operating in scarcity, Henry tried to keep the peace. He even quoted Desiderata. go placidly amid the noise and haste. You know how it goes. He thought that patience would earn him respect. And many men do this. Many beta males think that when they are patient or when they are quiet, their wives will one day wake up and start respecting them. Wrong. Bloody fucking wrong. It does not work like that. So one evening, during one of their spats, she slapped him. Bah! Right there in front of the kids. The sound echoed through the walls, through dinner plates, through his entire sense of manhood. That slap, it was not just her hand. It was life smacking him awake. And for a brief moment, it worked. He packed his bag and left. For the first time, he drew a boundary. And suddenly, she panicked. See, her ego couldn't handle it. In her mind, she was supposed to be the prize. She was a slay queen with options. And now this soft, slouched man had the audacity to walk away. She couldn't let her Instagram friends know that she had been left. So she flipped the script. She activated the waterworks, the tears. She apologized. She told the guy, I miss you. She called. She made him talk to the kids. She made a phone call, talk to the kids, talk to so-and-so. Daddy, we miss you. Daddy, we miss you. She cried crocodile tears. And like many uninitiated beta males and men who operate from scarcity, men who lack situational awareness, blue-pilled men, he fell for it. Henry fell for this. He had not read Unplugged, he had not read Rollo's books, he had not read Rich Cooper. He had not read Esther Villa's The Manipulated Man. He didn't know that once you've thrown the garbage out, you don't go back to dig through the trash. But Henry did exactly that. He went back. And 24 hours after the make-up sex, the war resumed. Louder, crueler, colder. When a woman confirms that you're weak, she doesn't forgive you. She punishes you. And that is what happened to Henry. She used him, she drained him, and eventually she discarded him for an older, richer man who made her feel the thrill she no longer felt with him. So, gentlemen, let me tell you something that many relationship gurus will never tell you. Once a woman loses attraction for you, once she truly loses it, it's almost impossible to get it back. You cannot learn her love language. They'll tell you, oh, learn her love language and so on. Bullshit. You cannot communicate better. They'll tell you, oh, you guys need to communicate as a couple. It doesn't work like that. You can also not pray her back into submission, as your pastor will tell you. Tell you to pray for her and ask her to read about the woman in Proverbs. Because, gentlemen, attraction is not and cannot be negotiated. It is triggered. And once she sees you as a beta, she will always see you as a beta. It will never change. So here is the red pill truth. Gentlemen, if you're enjoying this video, please take a short moment to like, subscribe, and share it. When you subscribe, you'll always be notified when I drop new content. And when you like and share, you'll help this channel grow. And more importantly, you help other men to discover the tools to level up. Remember, when one man rises, we all rise. Now let's get back to the video. Don't waste your energy fixing a broken frame. Build a new one with a new woman if you have to or if you want. Start over. Reforge yourself into a man whose presence commands respect, not demands it. A man who leads, not pleads. A man who builds his world and invites her into it. Because you must always remember, it is always more efficient to build a new relationship than to repair a broken one. You spend much less energy and resources to build a new relationship upon your frame than to build a broken one upon the ruins of your weakness. So here is your challenge, gentlemen. Look into the mirror tonight. Ask yourself, am I the kind of man she will still choose today if she met me for the first time? If the answer is no, don't complain. Don't beg. Become. Build your body. Build your bank. Build your boundaries. Because no one, not your woman, not your pastor, not your boss, will respect a man who doesn't respect himself first. And now I want to hear from you. Have you ever been in Henry's shoes? Have you ever tried to fix something that was already dead? Many of you find your wife is cheating on you, or she disrespects you, or she walks out of your relationship and you try to build the relationship afresh. Have you ever done that? Tell us how it went. So drop your story in the comments below. Let's talk about it. Because every story shared is another man awakened. Until next time, gentlemen, stay sharp, stay sovereign, stay awake, and remember to get unplugged. And I'll see you on the next one.